Hello friends, welcome back. Leanna here. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you may remember that I did an unboxing of an Amazon mystery makeup box that my son sent me. If you'd like to see how I took those products and created this look, then keep on watching. Alright y'all, let's get into it. I'll pull my hair back. I'm going to attempt to pull my hair back. You see how red my neck is? I had a facial yesterday, first time I've ever had a facial. But if you notice, and she said that it was a possibility that this could happen. I don't have any issues on my face, but you see my neck is kind of red from the procedure, but I'm telling you, my skin feels fantastic. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just wanted to explain what the redness is that I've got going on. So here's my little basket of all of my E.L.F products that we're going to be trying on today. So I've already put my serums and potions and lotions on, and we're going to start out with the primer. So in the Amazon E.L.F box, it did not come with a face primer, but I do have the E.L.F Poreless Putty primer. So I'm going to use that. I really like this primer. The one thing that I don't like about it is it's a little hard to get out of the container. And I mean, you can, if you have long nails, you can take your nail and kind of scoop it out. But here's a little tip for you. If you get any skincare products that come with these little spatulas, when you're done with that product, you can keep this to use for other things. So I'm just going to take this and scoop out some primer, and then I'm going to warm that up between my fingers. And I'm mostly going to concentrate this in the areas where I have lots of pore issues, which is in my T-zone. That really is a good primer. And then to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use this E.L.F Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. This did come in the box, and this is Pearl. It's a white eyelid primer that's got a little bit of glitter in it, which I'm unsure about, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. Actually a little on the dry side. Next I'm going to go in with this E.L.F BB cream that came in the box. This is in the color medium. It looks like it might be a little dark. I'm going to take this E.L.F stippling brush and work that around. Yeah, that looks really dark. I'm gonna run that down my neck a little bit. Kind of buff it into the skin. Other than losing the bristles out of the brush did pretty good. And now I'm going to take this E.L.F Beauty Blender and I'm just going to go over it to make sure that there are no brush lines, that I have a nice seamless application. Oh, talk about an instant tan. That blended out really nice. Oh, that was great. That blended out really nice, and it does not feel heavy on the skin at all. Looks to have a nice glowy finish. Not too bad, I don't think. Also in the Amazon box was this yellow correcting powder, which I wasn't going to use because I really don't have a lot of redness on my face, but we can test it out and see what it does with the redness on my neck. And I'm going to take this E.L.F powder blurring brush, just tap that in there, and then we'll just put that over the redness on my neck. My little chicken waddle thing I got going on. I can definitely see a difference. And then we have this blush and bronzer duo, and this is in the shade Violet, which looks extremely dark for me. Of course, I got a lot of dark going on, so this might fit in very well, but that bronzer looks really dark. I'm sure that I can make that blush work. So I'm going to use my E.L.F. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is my favorite brush to use with my bronzers. I just feel like it gives me a lot of control. My computer says that it's time to restart and install updates. Thank you. I'll get to you. Just one moment, please. This gives me a lot of control when I'm putting my bronzer on. So I'm just going to tap that in here. Wish me luck, y'all. The BB cream on my skin is very tacky. I almost feel like I need to set it in order to put this on. Yeah, it's very, very tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Perfect Finish HD powder. This is just a translucent, and I'm going to take the brush that I used with the corrective yellow, and I'm just going to go ahead and set this BB cream so that I can get my bronzer and blush on. Gives you a nice matte finish. And now we'll go back into the bronzer again. And that is definitely, see how patchy it is, picking up that BB cream and leaving my face very patchy. So I'm going to stipple it on and see if that does any better. So just stippling the bronzer on made a big difference. And it looks really nice here. It really gives my chin a lot of definition because of the deepness of it. Didn't help any with the redness down here, but that's okay. So I wanted to show you that here in my eyebrows, if you can see, I have a lot of BB cream in there. It's kind of dark. That if you take your spoolie and just brush through, it will take care of any of that excess BB cream that you have in there, which makes it look kind of funny. So if that ever happens, don't worry about it. Just get your spoolie and brush that away. So I don't have an E.L.F. blush brush, so I'm going to use my Real Techniques that's covered in cat hair. But I'm going to use that with this extremely pink blush. I think Jackie needs this. She loves pink. And again, I feel like it's just rubbing off the products underneath it. Actually smells good. Hello, hair. It's called Aqua. It's infused with water and vitamin E, and it's supposed to be a cream to powder. Well, sure enough, it's a cream. So that's why I feel like it's picking up the products underneath it, because it's a cream. It's moving those products around. The E.L.F. box did not come with a highlighter, so I'm going to use this highlighter that I already have. This is in the shade Siren's Call. That's a pretty highlighter, but I'm not real crazy about that gold color. Doesn't bother me on my nose, but I'm not crazy about it on my cheeks. And now we're going to move on to the eye look. The box came with this Prism Shadow palette in Naked. It's a very pretty palette, but those are all shimmers. I don't want to do an eye look with just, or an eye lick, not going to lick my eyes, with just shimmer. So I'm also going to use this Bite Size palette in Cream and Sugar. This did not come in that box, but I just feel like I need something else to go along with that. So with my Luxie 231, it's just a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to go into this first color and put that all over my eyelid. This is going to be my first transition shade. Next, I'm going to go into this dark shade. So just for the sake of trying different things, I'm going to try this little sponge. So I'm going to go into this, the darkest color here, and try that in the center of my lid. And that is easier to put on with the sponge than with the brush. And then I'm going to go into this color here and put that in my inner upper lid, in my inner lid. These shadows are very shimmery. The cats are fighting over on the bed, because that's what they do. They fight and then they love all over each other. So actually using the sponge worked fairly well. I'm curious to try that with some of my other palettes. And then I'm going to take my Morphe M213 and I'm going to go into this more yellow color here instead of the white and put that as an inner corner highlight. I don't know if you can see right here, my eyes are very dark right there. And I like to put that inner corner highlight there to try to brighten that area up. Is that showing up on camera? I'm going to go back in with my Luxie. I'm going to clean that off and I'm going to go back into this first light transition shade and I'm going to blend that darker color out some so that I don't have any harsh lines and it's just a nice smooth transition. And then going back into my Morphe M213, I'm going to take this lightest shade that looks kind of white and I'm going to put that right under my brow, on my brow bone, to highlight that area. That's a very soft, subtle shimmer, so that works perfect right there in that area. And then using that same Morphe brush, the little small one, I'm going to pick up the dark color here and run that under my lower lash, pretty close to my eyelashes. And so the box also came with this liquid eyeliner. It's Midnight Blue. I don't know how that's going to look. It's going on nice and smooth. Really can't tell that it's blue. I mean, you can tell when you're close up, but from a distance you wouldn't be able to tell. So that went on quick and simple for me. And I'll put it on the other eye and I'll be right back. So that's the eyeliner. Like I said, you really can't tell that it's blue. Maybe you can on the camera. To me, it just looks, it looks black. Now we're going to move on to brows. The box came with a brand new E.L.F. brow pencil in taupe, which is actually my color. I'm going to gift that to someone else and use the one I have. I'm almost done with it, but I have some other brow products that I want to start using, so I'm excited to go ahead and use this up. This is a very good brow pencil for any of you looking, and I think they're only like $3. And I pretty much just use this to fill in. It's kind of hard to, you know, do individual hairs with this, but it's good for filling in. And then it has a spoolie on the end to just brush that through and even it out. So those are the brows, quick and easy. And now we'll move on to lashes. The box did not come with a mascara, so I'm going to use this E.L.F. Lash It Out Loud. Not Lash It Out Loud, Lash It Loud. It's a volumizing mascara, and I have to hold my eye up because my lids are droopy to get my mascara on. You do what you gotta do. Normally just have to do that with the first coat. And I just use the tip of the brush when I'm doing my lower lashes because it's just easier. So that's 2 coats of the mascara, and now that the mascara's on, the eyeliner looks more blue, but I think it still goes well with this look. The mascara looks a little clumpy. That could be user error. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I'm going to take my spoolie and just comb it out. The box did not come with a lip liner, so I'm going to use this Retro Paradise lip liner. I don't see a color name on it, but it just looks like a nice nude. And I know that you can't really see that, but for us more mature ladies, especially for me, what using a lip liner does is it keeps my lipstick from migrating into me lines and wrinkles around my lips. So here were the choices that came in the box for lip color. These are matte lip pencils. This is the color Rich Red, and this is Mulberry Maven. And so now dilemma. Do I try the red? Do I go with the mulberry? Well, let's swatch them and see what we got. So we have mulberry is here, and then we have the red. Thinking that with the color shirt I have on, believe it or not, I'm going to try this rich red and we'll see what happens. That really doesn't look red. It looks more of a pinky color. And surprisingly enough, I actually like it. I had to build it because it's kind of sheer, but I don't mind that either. And what I put on my hand is smearing, so it's not really going to dry down. But a nice tip, if you want to set your lipsticks, you can use a translucent powder to do that. There was not a setting spray in the box. I'm going to use my Milani Make It Last. I have really been enjoying this setting spray. I'm going to let that dry down just a little bit, and then I'm going to take my sponge and just lightly tap over that to set everything into the skin. Now I'm not pressing hard. I'm just lightly tapping. I just want to press that into the skin. It just gives you a nice, seamless finish. And as some of you know, if you've been watching my videos, I will press over my eyeshadows as well, so that they don't look so dry, like that. And then I'm going to go back into the translucent setting powder and just lock it all in. This powder, what is it? Finishing powder, really is blurring my pores here around my nose. And so here's the final look. There goes my phone again. And I have a hair on my nose. The one thing that I forgot to do was to clean off my nose ring. It's not shiny. Oh, there she goes. Now she's shining. Shine on, girl, shine on. I actually really like this lipstick color on me. I'm surprised. So there's the full face using most, and now my phone is ringing. One moment, please. So I don't even know where I was. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike because of my turn down for what ringtone. Anyway, I don't even know. I gotta go back and I don't know. So I think you should be careful if you're buying those makeup surprise boxes off of Amazon, because you just don't know the age of the makeup that you're getting. It could be something that has been discontinued. I noticed on some of those packages that they had CVS stickers on them, so when CVS took them off the shelf, somehow this vendor ended up with them and put them into the surprise box. Even still, everything worked. And E.L.F is a really good product. Remember, this box was not purchased from E.L.F, and nor was it something that Amazon put together. This was purchased from a vendor on Amazon. So, thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me to watch me do a full face of E.L.F products from out of my Amazon mystery makeup box. If you're new around here, my name is Leanna. If you enjoyed this video, it would make my day if you would give me a thumbs up, and I sure hope that you'll consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'd like to welcome all of my new subscribers. I'm so grateful that you are here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'd also like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, don't your mama look pretty with all of her E.L.F products that you sent me in my Amazon mystery box? I'm saving all of these products. You are going to look so good in this Mulberry Maven lip color when you get here in June. And then instead of me telling you about makeup tips, I'll be able to show you when I'm putting this all over your face. You're going to be so pretty. Christopher, here's your makeup tip for today. You need to get you a spoolie for your eyebrows, and you can comb your beard with it. And you can also use it to untangle your fishing line when you're fishing. Mama loves you, boo. And I also made a mistake. Nothing a little mommy spit won't fix. Did I say eyebrows? Let's start over. Shall we? What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? There you go, Holly. There's a lipstick on my teeth.